no matter how talented we were, the girls used to surround Shah Rukh only. I think God has, created him to be what he is today. The responsibility was there or not, I didn't have any money.
Right.
Yeah, load क्यों लेता है? मैं load लेता ही नहीं ज़्यादा.
So all these people at around the same time were all thinking of a career in films. Like later when you joined Barry John, Shah Rukh Khan would be part of Barry John at the same time.
My theatre action group activity used to be in the evening when there used to be no plays happening for Act 1. Okay, but in the morning time I used to work for Barry John. I used to conduct workshops for the children from 7 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and also I was a trainee with Barry. So he was teaching me acting since I was getting rejected by National School of Drama every year. So Barry promised that he will train me, and he used to train me every day. And that's how I got introduced to Shah Rukh and Divya and Jeeturaj and so many other actors. And these were all English actors, and they're coming from privileged background. They're belonging to a very privileged side of Delhi.
Right.
Okay, Panchsheel Park.
South Delhi.
South Delhi.
Right.
That. So I was exposed to a very different side of our culture, thanks to Barry, and they are still very good friends of mine. Right. All of them. Other than Shah Rukh, all of us are in touch. We have a group where we chat.
And so these people, did you do plays with them together? Did you do a play with Shah Rukh?
We've done. Shah Rukh has done one play with us, and then he has done one children play with Barry. After that, he got Fauji. Okay. Right. Once he got Fauji, then there was no looking back. He started getting busier and busier and busier. But he was always a very charming man. I always say it in a very fun way that all of us, no matter how talented we were, the girls used to surround Shah Rukh only.
Well, it's not stopped since. Yeah, it remains the same.
Yeah, he was a charming guy.
Right. Right.
I think God has created him to be what he is today.
Right.
Yeah.
No, what I find fascinating, and of course, we can go on and on about this, but like every time I read about you, and especially like anecdotes, which are like random moments from your life, the names that show up are names that are really big now.
Yeah.
Like say, for instance, the first time you boarded a flight was when Anubhav Sinha called you up, the director of Mulk, Article 15 and Thappad.
He was an assistant to Pankaj Parashar.
And he called you up to become part of a TV show.
TV show.
Right? That is the first time you came to Bombay. Would that be correct to say?
Yes, very, very much right. And because Anubhav, when he passed out from Aligarh Muslim University, he's done his engineering. I don't know why he's done engineering. So he came to Delhi. There he met me, and then I was doing a play. Then he started assisting me. I was directing a play and also acting. So he started assisting me, and then he became very important part of our circle. People who were, staying in the Mandi house, railway quarters, and that's how our friendship grew. And now he's doing so well. I'm so happy for him because for many years, he's done music videos very successfully.
Lots of films.
Lots of films he has done, but the due he's getting right now, this is the right direction for Anubhav because he's a very sensitive person to socio-political development in the country. He has his opinion, very strong opinion. So I think he's taken the right direction, and he will never fail in this.
So essentially, you did enough number of years of theatre and moved to Bombay. But even while you were moving to Bombay, there was what one could call like the alumni association of one film, which is Bandit Queen.
Right.
So many people from Bandit Queen moved to Bombay, and you mentioned this before that Shekhar Kapoor is the reason you moved to Bombay because you could do this all your life, but there is no money in it.
There is no money.
Is that true?
Yes, Shekhar kind of scared the out of us because we were all Turram Khan in our theatre circle. There is
all of you,
all of us.
There's you, Saurabh Shukla.
There was Nimal Pandey. There was only one who was not there was Irfan. Okay, other than him, the entire group was there. Group of actors who were doing very well in theatre.
But Irfan was very much part of the theatre scene at the time.
No, I think Irfan that time he shifted to Bombay.
Okay, he'd already moved.
So he already moved to Mumbai. He was doing a series also, and he was doing one film here and there. But yes, apart from him, all of us were there.
Right.
And Shekhar one night actually he confronted us. He said, all of you guys are so talented, so hugely talented. What is your idea now? How you see your future? And he said, we will go back to theatre.
Because that's what you're doing.
So that's what we do. So how long? Tomorrow you'll be getting married. Tomorrow you'll be falling sick. Can you afford your treatment? can you afford to have a child or to get married? And that kind of, I don't know whether anybody else was shaken off because all of us were drinking, but I was a little tipsy, but my tipsy was gone completely.
Right. Sab utar gaya.
Sab utar gaya. Because I never thought about it. Because since you are enjoying it so much, one play after another, one street play after another, one workshop after another, you are just busy. You don't have money. 2,000 rupees a month and 2,500 rupees or 1,000 from this workshop, that's what you are getting. That kind of set me thinking. Next day morning, I decided that after this I'm going to Mumbai, and I'm going.
Which was your original plan anyway?
That was the plan.
Yeah.
What has happened that after I finished shooting for Bandit Queen, I got a call from Mr. Ashwini Chaudhary, who is a director now.
Right.
He
made this really nice film called Dhoop.
Dhoop.
Yeah.
He used to stay in Mayur Vihar somewhere with his wife. He called me up and said that I worked with Mr. Prakash Jha and he wants to meet you. He is in Delhi. I went across to meet up with him, and then he said that I'm making a film called Mrityu and there's a role for you.
Right.
And he offered me a very big role.
This is before Bandit Queen or after?
After I wrapped up.
Right.
And it was a big role. I said, okay, fine. I was thinking of moving to Bombay, and now I'm getting a role.
Yeah.
It's a perfect opportunity for me. And that was a dream role. I will not talk about, because... so I was...
One of those things.
One of those big things, And one day my flat owner, from the first floor, he called me up and he said, "Tumhara phone aaya hai Bombay se." Then I went down to receive the call. Anubhav was there, and Anubhav said that, can you come to Mumbai? I said, how? It's too much money here. He said, no, will send you the ticket, take the flight. And this is the second time I was going to travel by air. Okay, and those days there was this airline called Modi Luft.
Right.
Yeah. So Modi Luft, they sent me the ticket. I took the first flight and came to Mumbai. I reached Anubhav Sinha's house. He took me to a nice parlor. I got a massage of my head, nice haircut. He made me look like a clean Manoj Bajpayee.
Right.
Then he took me to Pankaj Parash's house in Bandra. Then he looked at me and said, "हाँ ठीक है, चलेगा. I know, हो गया. Actor है ना, हाँ ठीक है." I said, "Fine. I'm getting a series."
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I started.
And you're going to live in Bombay.
Yeah, I'm
moving to
Bombay now. I have 2 projects. In 4 days' time, I was shooting for that pilot episode.
For Pankaj Parashar.
For Pankaj Parashar. Whole day I was shooting.
Who would have been huge back then, right? Karamchand.
Yeah, he was huge.
He was huge. Yeah.
He was huge, and he was shooting for Rajkumar.
Right.
That film, Nasir and Anil Kapoor.
Right.
Okay, and Madhuri Dixit.
Right.
He was shooting with me. Baba Azmi was the photographer, cinematographer, and Pankaj Parashar. But after 2 hours, 3 hours, he started feeling that this is not a good actor.
Acha, he thought he made a wrong call.
He made a wrong call.
Damn.
He's not right for the job. As soon as I finished the episode, I went back to Delhi to get my stuff. By the time I came, I got this news that I'm chucked out. Okay. So I lost that role to Sanjay Mishra, I think.
Sanjay Mishra.
Yeah.
Right.
It went to Sanjay Mishra.
Who is also a Delhi actor, isn't
Who is also a
Delhi.
Delhi. Yeah. He was from
NSD. Right.
NSD.
Right.
So I lost that role. Then I went to meet Mr. Prakash Jha, and I realized that I lost that role too.
Oh damn.
So
who did you lose that role to?
Okay.
Oh, you don't want to mention it. It's okay. Later.
Okay.
Right.
Suddenly I was out of 2 projects.
You're here with no work again.
No work again,
Right.
and I had almost no money left because we've taken me and Saurabh Shukla took a room in a chawl in DN Nagar, and
did you have any responsibilities? Like, were you married?
No.
Okay.
The thing is, whether responsibility was there or not, I didn't have any money.
Right.
Right. I was coming from a huge family. I had brothers and sisters. Right. Parents, all of things, but I had to take care of. But I didn't have any money, so I was chilled out in a way that if I don't have money, I can't help. Everybody has to look out for themselves. So that way, I never took extra burden on my head. From that moment onwards, it was a difficult time, very, very difficult time in Mumbai city. It was, I think I've never had such a difficult time from the time I left my village. at the age of 17 and a half. This 4 years time was like 40 years. You know, because I falling sick.
So were you staying with Saurabh Shukla in the
I was,
chawl throughout?
Yeah.
Throughout
No,
the 4
not
years?
throughout. 2 years with Saurabh Shukla and 2 years with another actor friend of mine, Vinit Kumar.
Right.
Okay. Right. So yeah, those were really tough time for me. On personal level, professional level, definitely I didn't have any work, and health-wise, I was not doing great. So everything was falling apart. So much so that once I got 3 projects, one series, again main lead, one corporate film, main lead, one docudrama, main lead, and one more series, second lead. Okay. In one day, I was chucked out from all.
All?
Yeah. So, so I went to shoot for this series where I was playing the main lead. After the first take, they asked me to go in the room and change. I changed into my own clothes, and they said, you can go because you are not good. Their director doesn't think that you are good. I had to leave. That day itself, I found out that I'm checked out from the rest of them. So, you know. So
that's why people start believing in astrology, ना? एक ही दिन सब कुछ हो गया.
सब कुछ.
कुंडली में कुछ problem होगा.
कुछ होगा, कुछ ग्रह इधर से उधर जा रहे हैं.
Star Wars happens.
You know what was fantastic, that the world was falling apart for me, but I was not falling apart. That was, I still feel how. It was the make of me. What was it? I realized after many years that the only thing that could disturb me or break me was my personal loss, or if I'm miserable on a personal front.
Right.
The professional side never used to bother me. Even till now, it doesn't bother me at all. People start, batting their nails when the films are releasing. I have never. I said, "Hey, वो चला गया. अभी दूसरे come to do."
Said exactly like Bhiku Matre.
हाँ वही है. अभी क्या करने का है?
Right.
See, in Mumbai, they say so beautifully. यार लोड क्यों लेता है? मैं लोड लेता ही नहीं जाता.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.